And we are live. Good afternoon, everybody. February 11th, 2019. And welcome Shopside for another vintage audio product potential restoration. I haven't really decided yet if I'm going to do this one. Let me work this side chat here. Make that a little bigger, that text size. Hello, Harvey. Welcome aboard, Harvey. This is one of these units here. Hello, Beryl. One of these units here where you may find yourself going down a rabbit hole for nothing. You know, for absolutely nothing. Yeah, the Brits are first in. Woo, Keith Gregory. Nice to see you, my friend. On the bench today, we have a. Let's see if I can fix the lighting a little bit here. I don't know if that's better or not. That looks a bit better, huh? We have a 1965. Jen is doing okay. Obviously, hey, Cobra John. Obviously, she's spending a lot of time on the phone to Germany. She's got a lot of paperwork to do. It's going to be months straightening out everything that's got to be straightened out over there. So I'm going to have to help that. So I'm delaying my other, pouring myself into the RV search until, we get her squared away. She's going to need a lot of help with things. Yeah, so she's doing okay. She's a warrior, Harvey. You know that. On the bench today we have Lafayette, which was one of the early Japanese entrants into the American market. And this is a 1965. It's a Lafayette model LT81 Larry Tango 81. And I don't know, when you have tuners from the 1960s, and especially some of the early tuners from that era, tube ones, they're inordinately complicated and they're messy. Hello, Cassidy. How are you, sweetheart? Nice to see you. They're inordinately very complex for what they do. And you watch the video. Oh, okay. Thank you, Beryl. Yeah, she's doing okay. Time heals all. And like I say, she's doing okay today. She has her sad moments. I'm trying to give her space a little bit. She's on the phone. We got some guys doing some tree work next door here, so you're going to see the chipper. You're going to hear the chipper going off over there. So Ginger, how are you doing, sweetie? So I'll give you guys a look at this unit. I know nothing about it. It's another junkyard find from years ago. I've never done anything with it. You can see it's the Lafayette LT81, circa 1965. Got FM stereo. I got no idea what the filter thing does. It has the automatic frequency control for locking, so you don't get a lot of noise station to station. You can hear them outside. Man, just my luck today. Just my luck. I'm doing great, Ginger. Thank you. Thank you. So what do you think of that, Harvey? It's got the red readout dial here. It's got some kind of meter in here for signal. And it's got, looks like a stereo indicator lamp that would light up in there. So, hello. Oh, thank you, Mod Squads. I appreciate that. Hello, Gina. Yeah, Lafayette was low to, it was middle market stuff. This and Realistic were kind of starting out in the 1960s. They got better as the Japanese, their first stuff into the market was just total junk. But as time went by, they got better and better. Yeah, multiplex filter, but it's a mess, Harvey. And I can show you that by opening up the guts of it here. And you can see for just tuning in an FM signal and having it in stereo, there's 11 tubes in this thing. Can cap with 340 microfarad, 400 working volts. Everything's the high voltage crap in here, and I don't keep a lot of high voltage replacement stuff, so Thank you, Gina. Oh, Dill, you just found fraudulent charges? Wow. Hmm. Yeah, it's just jam-packed. It's a mess, Harvey. But I do know I've had it on the bench for a while. I've not hooked up anything to it. Remember, with the tuner, you need an amplifier. And let's see what I got here. I put the power to it, and you can see that she lights up here. But I don't get any action on the meter. I'm not going to be able to see that too well there, but the meter is not functioning at all for signal acquisition. So it makes me think maybe a 12AX7 or something has gone awry in here. Oh, wow, you're lucky, Dill. Yeah, well, you're pretty smart, Ginger. It's just I've been doing this like Harvey for a lot of years. You can see the whole unit really needs a blow job. It's as filthy as can be. I'm going to turn that off, and I'm going to just take a shot because I don't want to put a ton of time. Yeah, I think it's probably might be a tube fault. I'm not sure, Harvey, but what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go ahead and victory hook up the amplifier here, and I'm going to see if we get anything in here. I have special hookup leads that are for RCA. They have RCA jacks on the front here. See here. And then you can run that into speakers on the other end. They're nice finished ends, Chinese made stuff. I think it was like $1.29. They're good. Hello, Maxine. No, I had a duster. I just used it up. This dust though, Harvey's not going to be blown out of here. This is going to have to be brushed out. But I don't know if I want to put a ton of time into this unit. The top side's a nightmare. The bottom side is a worse nightmare. I haven't cracked that. All the old paper caps. You know, I just don't know how lazy. I don't know how lazy I want to be. Hello, Talk of the Town. Nice to see you. So I think what I'll do first, and I'm using on the added my external Logitech today to kind of get away from using the phone so much here. I don't know how loud those guys are. They're, you know, first bruise today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and hook this baby up, and we're going to see if we get anything out of it. Hello, Toro. Hello, Ms. Crafty Makes. I will be out on the hood walk this afternoon, weather permitting, for the first time in a long time. If it's not raining, we'll have a lot of fun. The Snowflake Tour. We'll be out there and see what's going on today in the hood. I know a lot of people love those hood walks. I'm going to unplug the power. It's always good to be safe. And if you look at the back side here, you can see our antenna connection here. And then over here we have our outputs, our left and our right channel. Now, well, you can see that that's kind of stamped on there. It might be a little hard to focus, but there it is. So I'm going to go ahead, take the connectors here. I have here. I'm going to undo this bundle and set this up, and I'm going to feed this into our Mighty Might amplifier. Harvey, I don't know if you ever buy these kits out of Japan. I have a lot of these for capacitors. This is bridge diodes, rectifiers, basic transistors here. Don't know if you've ever bought these. These things are really cheap. They're really good if you have to rebuild a bridge rectifier. Okay. And also they have the same one for electrolytic capacitors here. I don't know if you've ever purchased any of these. Yeah, from China. They're nice kits, but there's nothing really high voltage here. This is all low voltage stuff. Just wondering. So I'm going to go ahead and sit the camera back here. And we will get going here. I'm going to go set this up. Go plug this in. This is going to be, we're using our little Mighty Mite, our true test. The little Mighty amplifier that could here. 1 watt, 3 watt amplifier. But the thing is amazing. You can hear it featured playing Tchaikovsky. We're going to set the speakers up. What we're going to do to give you an idea here, we're going to put the output from here, and we're going to run it over to the input side over here. No, actually, we're going to, yeah, I don't know. We got this, I guess I'm going to need a double banana plug. I guess I'm kind of lucky that I do. This isn't for speakers. I don't know what I was thinking. I do have a double here. I do have a double here. It's Monday. Monday, and I'm old. Let me see what I got here. Let's see, I got the cord here. I'm not going to need this one. I have my standard. So bear with me a second. Let's get a doubler here. We can do an easy connection. Harvey, I blame you. Well, that's an MP3 cord. Let me see if I got another. I think I got quite a few of these cords. Hey, Tara. Hope you're enjoying your holiday. Everything I got is MP3. Hey, Johners, how are you? I don't do nails, just many years of not ever doing them. I've had them done before, nail sets, and they get chipped up and they get ruined in no time at all. This looks like one here. I will do it in the future, but when you're buying RVs and you're always working in the shop and doing all this, God, look at the length of this thing. Look how crazy this is. We might just strike lucky on this thing. I don't know. I just don't want to. It's more an exercise than just seeing if it's still functional. The older I get, the lazier I get. I don't feel like. Harvey, I'm sure you understand. Hey, Bosco, how are you? Welcome into the shop. Okay, we've got that set up to our amplifier down there in front. In other words, we're feeding the signal from the FM signal from the tuner is going to go out here into the amplifier and into the speakers. So I'm going to go ahead and set up the speakers now. Maybe we'll strike lucky. Let's see what we can do here today. I love this. Is probably my favorite tiny amplifier. It's such a little brute. I don't know what that one is. I can't remember the name. True Tone or something you had, Harvey? True Tone or whatever the hell that was over there. And I did pass your messages along to Jen, Harvey. She's very appreciative of that. She may or may not do coffee time on Thursday. I don't know yet. You know, she's still kind of reeling in shock today. I'm trying to give her a little bit of space because I'm like an idiot, right? If I'm around, I probably just irritate her in there. I'm just goofing around in the shop this afternoon. All right, let's put this baby on. If this doesn't work, we'll go ahead and test our tubes here. Get our vacuum tube tester. Like I say, this thing is basically not worth anything. This was fun. Okay, here we go. Now we got that set up. Check our connections, make sure we don't have any shorts on it. let's go ahead and put some power to it. All right, we're gonna warm up our plug in our little amp here. All right. Right now I'm not on my cell phone, Tucker, but I am using I use the Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus, which is brilliant. I'm just on an external Logitech in the shop right now, so this is not the best. This is not the best rendering quality, but can pretty much be hands-free in here. I'm going to go ahead and let's get ready to power on this little amp. Boom. And then let's power on the unit here. Let's see what we get. Let's plug it in, why don't we? Harvey, you can sense that power surging through those old paper caps, huh? That old junk. You never know. We might strike lucky here. Let's hook our antenna up too. Okay. I sure will. I sure will give. And don't forget tonight, this afternoon, I'm going to try to be out on the street chooch. I think a lot of people enjoy it, weather permitting. And then we'll just play it by ear tonight. Let me get an antenna set up here without electrocuting myself. Let's see if we can get anything at all. 1965 Lafayette tuner. 11 tubes. I've already had my accidents for the year. I sure as hell don't want another one. Let's see if we hook this up. Probably our detector tube is shot. So here we go. Let's tune up. Let's give some volume. Let's see if we get anything. Oh, we're getting something. Unbelievable.
It allows me to enjoy one of my favorite spa treatments every month at a special price, and I don't have to be tied down to.
It's Monday.
But we're not getting much in the way of output. I got that volume all the way up. If you guys can hear that, I'll sit down here. Here's the speaker there.
Yeah! It's mouth.
Congratulations, Dorothy. You won $1,030.67.
Yeah! Keep listening for more money.
Getting all kinds of squeal.
Telephone 823.
I'm just impressed the damn thing even works.
I just can't live without
Right, Mom? Right. Hi, this is Joy from Jack Smith Glass, along with my daughter Miley.
You can really save a lot on your energy bills with double pane glass.
At Jack Smith Glass, we're a family-owned business, 3 generations strong.
Thanks to me.
We know what it takes to keep you comfortable by providing the latest in energy-efficient windows, doors, and skylights from top manufacturers.
Yeah, don't waste money on your heat slipping through the cracks.
Our staff will assist you in choosing the best options for your home or office. Please call us at 544-0640.
Jack
That
Smith
sounds pretty
Glass.
good, but I'm
Visit
getting
the showroom
no.
at 1050
I'm running
North
this,
Dutton Avenue in Santa Rosa.
I'm running this amp full out.
0640.
For warmth and energy saving all winter long.
Jack Smith Glass inside that sunny. Win a Lexus, cash, and more this month.
Yeah,
at
hey
Great
Dancing
Resort
Dawn,
Casino.
how are you,
Play to
sweetheart?
win the
Hey
Tri-Way
Becca.
and luxury drawing on February. PCST.com. And what we would like you to do is pick your favorites.
I've heard it, baby. I got the A. I put the filter on. Yeah, the tuning meter is not working.
We're playing back the top 100 love songs in this show.
I'm just surprised that thing's working.
So click on KZST.com and vote for your favorites right now.
I'm sure I got very leaky caps. The caps are very leaky, but can you imagine all of this hardware? I don't know, Harvey. I'm going to think maybe one of my, let's try wiggling a few tubes here. Don't try this at home, kids. This is a good way to get electrocuted. 400 volts dancing around here. I bet this 12AX7 is weak. You can hear it slot. Yeah, I'm careful dancing, Dawn. I am. Let's go ahead and get our tube tester. Well, the thing works, which is phenomenal to me. Absolutely phenomenal. These things just, they always want to kind of work. Sounds pretty good.
Could open one that leads you to the perfect road.
The local station's full of good. I'm sure the caps is one of them.
About advice. Many times, a lawyer who gives out that kind of advice.
Yay, lawyers!
A public place.
A day without lawyers is a great day.
You know, potentially committing malpractice because the client they could rely on the attorney. The second element, like I said, is the attorney was negligent in some way. And the way that you're going to be able to decide that is you ask an experienced attorney, would a reasonable attorney have acted in a certain way? And so they're going to be held to the standards that's in the local community. And there has to be some type of injury or harm, financial harm. Those are the
I'm running that amplifier full out on
a client-attorney relationship. There has to be negligence, and there has to be harm. So those are the three elements that constitute.
Let me just throw one replacement in for this. Let me turn this off for this 12AX7 here. I don't know what the hell brand that is. Matsushita. Man, that's probably original. What do you think, Harvey? 12AX7 Matsushita. That's probably an original. 1965. Let's see. .6AU6, 6BQ, 6AU6, 6B, 6A, damn it. I got to go through all this. I got to go through all of this crap. One of these days. How many times do we tell ourselves we got to get organized? Let's see if I got a replacement in here. 12AU6. 12 ATW, that ain't gonna do it. Harvey, is the 7247 equivalent? Is that equivalent to the 12AX? That's a Muller there. Private labeled for Fisher. 12AX7. Hello, everybody. Yeah, that's a tube. 12BE6. I gotta find this. I gotta find this doggone tube. I know I got. This is like 12. Another one, 12A7DWTI. People like to see. People in my community love to see this stuff real time. Well, AX7. Let's slide this in. This is a realistic. Let's see what we get with this. Let's pop this in, see what we get. Fire in the hole. Let's see what we get with this. I'm just being really lazy today. Oh man. Yeah, I think that Fisher 7247 is
risk. They're going to risk you not being able to recover the value of your case. So we've covered today the concept of attorney-client relationship, negligence.
That seems to make a difference. I haven't even tested that 12AX7. Yeah, we're still getting way too weak output. Let's see what that output's running, shall we? Let's hook a meter up.
Their outcome and what were their results. Visit our site at caseehlaw.com.
I don't have a signal injector.
Law.com. Or also, you can give me a call down at the office at 707-544-9006. That's 707-544-9006. I'm Charlie Cochran, usually here with Rachel Erickson, and this is Monday's edition of Ask the Expert.
Let's turn off this. I'm just looking at generally the output here. Yeah, about running around 1 volt DC, which is a little low. I don't know if I can adjust that. I don't have a schematic or anything for it. Yeah, it's running about should be a bit higher than that. So yeah. Let's take a look underneath. Let's set the unit back up. I almost hate to get involved. If I get involved in this, I'm going down the rat hole on just a unit that's not worth a lot. Yeah, it could be. I'm going to try switching that. It could be I got a 12A6. What the hell I got? 6BA6 over here. It doesn't feel like it's getting real hot. I don't know. You know, I guess I should just go through and not be lazy. Test the whole tube complement here. But how you doing, Tasha? Let that warm up. We lose our antenna? Yes, we did.
Down.
Desire you are.
It's getting a little better. It's warming up, Harvey. I'm thinking those caps might be, those caps may be reforming a bit here. The signal differentiation is terrible. Baby, tell me why. Nothing but the. You love to hear me sing Backstreet Boys, huh? All right, Harvey, let's bite the bullet, my friend. Let's get the tube tester out. Yeah, it's probably a bad cap, but some of these tubes are really ancient, Harvey. Matsushita and stuff. Any one of these tubes that's weak can also, I'm sure the caps are shit on it, but you'll be horrified, Harvey, if I turn it over and let you see the bottom of it. Let's get the tube tester out. I want it now. Tell me why. Oh, nothing to do. No, Bosco, I do. I try to keep the music under about 20 seconds. It's about the limit on catch. YouTube, I've noticed over the years, allows about a 20-second cushion because they know people are doing like radio work and restoration stuff. And it's not always fair. Although I will tell you, sometimes I've written to the copyright holder when I've gotten a match, and I've asked them if they would allow me to use their music in just a very short segment because it was an accidental capture. And you would be surprised how many times they said, okay, go ahead, we'll pull the match. You can go ahead and monetize the video. I'm like, wow. I can't even believe it. I can't even believe it. All right, let's go. We don't want anybody chimping out today. Let's go ahead and get our tube tester set up here. All right. Harvey, you should be here testing my tube, so to speak. Let's go on the back row. We have the 6AU6s. We have a few of them. 6AU6. 6AU6. For you, a lot of you people, I know this is very boring, but I will be out on an afternoon shoot today. D diamond socket number 3. Let's give it a whirl. We'll clean up these tubes. I don't know. I guess maybe I'll do a restoration. I'm not sure. Damn, I feel lazy. Selector number 1. Selector number 1. Sensitivity 30. Disregard short indicator for light number 4. Let's put a little fire in the hole. Let's see what we get here. All right. Yeah. Let's make sure we're lighting up in there. Getting that little glow. We'll let that warm up a second there. You have to have a lot of patience to do this stuff. You got to have a lot of patience. Boys World, I'm glad you're home from the hospital, my friend. I was worried about you. Very nice to see you. I'm so glad that you're home. Woo! Good news. Okay, that 6AU6 is good. Let's make sure it doesn't have any shorts. You ignore everything except number 4. You would do ignore 4. I mean, there's on 4. Okay, Harvey would tell you that's a good tube right there. So we're going to pull that. I think I'm going to clean these up a little bit too as I go. Oh, okay, Mrs. Crafty. To me, it's, you know, some people you're either kind of into this old stuff or not, but that's really cool. I'm going to clean this up. Don't ask me why. I'm just anal retentive when it comes to, let me go get a rag here. I blame Harvey. Yeah, I am really hoping the weather holds for tonight, for this afternoon, guys. I'm getting antsy being around the house. I need to be out on the road. You like that tube tester? Made in New York City, believe it or not. When they still made stuff. Let's go ahead and clean this baby up. Okay. These ladies will tell you from the drama community, Harvey, neatness counts here, okay? They don't want to see no Elvis travels. All right, let's put that 12 ace. Let's go ahead and put that. This ain't no Lisa Marie here. That's back in. We've got we got a whole series of them. We just pop that into, is that number 3? Let's fire the heat to it. Yeah, Harvey does the same thing. That's how we found each other. You like this Aladdin's cave, huh? Give you a look around. Let me plug in my my wonderful Christmas lights here. I like to have a little color in. That's it. No matter how big your workshop is, you always run out of bench space there. All right, let's see what we got here. Wow, these are testing out pretty good. 2, 3. Okay, that one tests out okay. I'm going to have to tighten down this this thing on here. I'm going to take a minute and do that. That's testing out okay, though. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Dancing Dawn. Hey, Miss Crafty. Yeah, my life is out of sight, out of mind. You know, it's amazing. Once you unsub, these are all like Matsushita, Harvey. These are all like still good. It's amazing to me. Ooh. How you doing, Clancy? Yeah. Let's see. I hope they're serving good beer. All right, here comes number 3. Let's try this one. All right. Fire in the hole. Well, it depends. It made in Japan at that time wasn't real great, Harvey. This is a, what the hell is this? I can't even read it. This is a 6BA6, so we're going to have to change this up a little bit. 6BA6. Filament D, we got that. Socket number 3, selector number 1. Sensitivity on 30. Well, let's fire the heat to her here. Like a boxer. Hey, Nathan, how are you? Nice to see you. All right, let's put the fire in. Well, what do you know? I think we've got a problem, Houston, here. 6BA6. 6BA6. Selector, socket 3. I don't think I have a 6BA6 here, Harvey. I think we've just found our weak link in boosting. Let's test the other one next to it. Yep. I think that's pretty much dead. Must have a short. That's why I always say before I ever do caps, I always check let's see if we got a visible short. 3, disregard 3. Well, we got a short right here on position number 4. So, all right, this tube is shot. I don't think I have a 6BA6. Let's test the other 6BA6 next to it. Okay. Let's try the 6B86. So there we got a problem right there, Harvey. That's why I never even fool around with caps till I put all of the tubes in. Any equivalent for a 6B86? Let's test this one. If it's simple matter of dropping in another tube. Let's test this drive. 6B86. I suspected one of these tubes might have gassed or something. All right. Harvey, make sure you're on top of that. Remove that stuff and stay on top of that, Harvey, okay? He's probably looking up something for me. I'll just take it out myself. I'm sure he's looking up something. Boom. All right, there we go. That's a person that confirms I've sure made the right decision in the month of this one tests out good. I sure made the right decision in the month of January. Okay, here we go. Put that back. All right. So we got a bad tube. What do you know about that? Okay. Because it's supposed to be something. Okay, you want to relock that just gate before you leave. They pulled the tree out, so. All right. Okay, drive carefully, okay? All right. Put this back on. Good afternoon, Larson. Thank you, Larson. Let me put this back on. I'm staying positive for 2019. All right, here we go. Let's retry Harvey, but this could be it. Let me get my book out. Refresh me. 6B. 6BA6. I doubt if I have another one, but you never really know what the hell I got. Let's check my book. I've got the Sylvania Tube Guide Technical Manual here. Okay, thank you. 6BA6. 6BA6, and I have a whole book that tells all about the tubes, their power curves. Pin out 6BA6. I want it. Now I'm going to have that song in my head. Tell me why nothing like the thing. I want it. 6BA6B. We got the 6BA8. 6BA6. Remote cutoff RF pentode. Heater voltages, grid to plates. I'm running about. This is causing me to run half the voltage here. 6B miniature semi-remote cutoff pentodes designed primarily for high gain RF or IF amplifiers. Well, that would explain a lot. What the hell is wrong with this? Let's test this again. If it's a simple matter of buying that, I'll probably buy that. That thing's got a short. Oh, thank you, Red Robos. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're just kind of messing around today. I'm just kind of messing around on the, I've got a Lafayette on the bench here, an LT81. And I'm just so damn complicated here. 11 tubes. That's hard, Harvey. You got to stay on top of stuff in here. So, but I appreciate you looking that up. I'm gradually cleaning the tubes in the back. The whole thing needs a blow job here, but I don't have any compressed air. I may brush that out today. Let's just be sure again. Let's put this selector back to the #1 position. And this thing is shorted. We're getting nothing out of this tube. Nothing. Hey, Leroy. I never doxed anybody ever, Leroy. Never. Not my thing to dox people. All right, let's go over here. Let's see what we got. Let's see if I have a 6B-A6. 6B-A6. I doubt if I do. It's amazing. The thing has 0 gain and 6B-A6. Hey, I got one right here. Oh my goodness! I put my hands right on it. Woo! I can't believe in this whole mess of tubes I have here, I just grabbed a 6B-A6 right here. Hello, Linda. How are you? No, Linda's a long-standing friend of mine, Leroy. Please don't insult people today, okay? 6B-A6. I've been very upbeat for 2019. All right, let's fire in the hole here. This might make a big difference. This might make a big difference. Big difference. Man, I'd be really lucky with that. No, it's not the truth. I've already proved last night. I had Jill on. She proved it too. Plus, I talked to Jill on the phone yesterday. All right, hey, that baby's good. Let's fire. All right, let's continue through. Boy, I'm happy. There you go. Let's throw away that old one. This might make a huge difference in this set. Huge difference. All right, over here, what do we got? What this is. I don't know what this EC. I'm not even gonna worry about it. What's this? 6A. What the hell's that? 6A Q8. I guess we'll try this. All right. All right. I don't dox people, Leroy. I have lots of people's info. Why would I just indiscriminately give Jill's out? Jill's been a friend of mine. Phone messages, talking on the phone. 6B, 6AQ, 6AQ8. 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 Let's see, 6AQ8. No, I don't. These vacuum tubes don't explode. They don't explode. 6AQ8. 6A. Vacuum tubes don't explode. They implode. 6AQ8. This is a two-sided. This is a double pento. We have to test both sides here. Put this on selector D. Triangle. Selector position 1. Actually, socket number 2. Socket number, not number 2. Socket number 1. Socket number 1. Selector number 2. Selector number 2. All right, there's selector number 2. Sensitivity 30. Let's put the fired up. Yeah, you go through it. Yeah, I go through it. I go through it. I send everybody a Christmas card. It was probably on Dave's chat one night when Jill was on. I said, "Hey, Jill." She might have mentioned something, put me on the list or something. That's good. Now we'll test the other side. We'll put this on selector 7, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7. That side tests out good too. So that's good. Boy, I'm really happy here. All right. Unfortunately, Jill doxed herself on Dave's chat one night. Put another one on here. Let's put this one on. I've done the same thing when I'm tooted up. Let's see. Let's test this one. All right. Fire no. Ooh, hey Carlos, how you doing? Harvey, as long as Leroy isn't cursing or anything like that, it's fine. I don't mind. But if they try to dominate the stream, this is about electronics today, not about. Otherwise, I have a very high degree of tolerance. 6A, Q8. Let's put that back to number 1. Some selector number 2. 2. Let's fire that. That's good. Now let's test the other side. Turn that to 7. Let's do that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boom. Good. Okay. There we go. All right. Here we go. Yeah, if I've already answered something before, there's no sense keep pounding it into the ground. Ask Jill herself. She'll probably be on my panel tonight anyway. Okay, clean that up. Man, that thing is dirty as hell. Let's put that in. We're almost done testing the tubes here. Now we got our 12AU7 here. Let's pop that baby in. 12AU7. 12AU7. It all goes away, Leroy. You'll be on to the next thing. 12AU7. You'll be on to the next Elvis fantasy you have. 12AU7. Filament E. Square. Socket 1. Put that in socket 1. Socket 1. Selector 2. Put that on 35. All right, let's fire her up. Let's see what we get. I don't Kit Kat. I'm staying very focused. I've already, once I address something once, I don't go back to it again. People can refer to last night's hangout. All right. Doesn't move my needle at all. Okay, let's go ahead and test this one. This one is still okay. It's not as good as the other one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we're going to call that one good too. All right. Yeah, I don't. All right, here we go. Stay upbeat. That's the thing to do. Stay upbeat. H12AU7. That's a goodie. We're making it. All right, then we got a 6. What is this one? 6AU6. We got a few of them. We're almost done testing. We don't have much more. 6A till we fire it up again. 6AU6. Socket 3. Socket 3. Boy, they're still cutting up that tree out there. 6AU6. Triangle. Filament D. Selector number 1. Count 30. All right, let's put the fire to it. Yeah, you got to be focused in here. You remember Lafayette? Yeah, it was like a night. I have another night tuner here. I'm going to pull out, but I don't know. I just, when somebody would trash these tuners, I would just pick them up. Now I probably have a little bit of regret. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because I was like a hoarder. 12A. Wait a minute. Okay, 12AU7. Position 2. Selector 1. 2. This is a doubles. No, is this 12AU6? 6AU6. Sorry about that. 6AU6. Socket number 3. Diamond mode. Triangle mode. Selector number 1. Let's go ahead. Fire it up. All right. Let's clean this one up. All good. Oh, it's a clone. Okay, just bounce it then, Harvey. Been a very good stream. I'm going to keep it that way. Oh, let's put this one back in. All right. Okay, the next one we have is a 6X4. Man, is that a rare tube? 6X4. That is really rare. 6X4. 6X. You ever heard of a 6X4, Harvey? 6X4. Diamond. Filament D. Socket number 3. That's a weird little tube. I've never seen a 6X4 before. 6X4. Selector number 1. Put 30 on there. All right, let's fire up. Oh yeah, your first amp was a build your own night kit. My first one was a Heath kit. 1970 1973, I think, something like that. Thank goodness that side is just barely good there. Let's test the other side. This has 2 sides to it. Number 3, and then we're going to put a selector 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that tube is still good. Thank goodness, because I don't have another 6X4. So, okay, that's good. We got one. I think we already tested our 12AX7, and we already replaced that. So I think we're all done. It's time to fire up the unit again. See if we get any gain. What do you think, Harvey? We going to get some gain? Hello, low profile. How are you? Yeah, Heath kick vacuum tube voltmeter. Yeah, I got one. You got to use them when you're ever working on vacuum tube stuff. I got mine around. Where the hell's my VTB? I'm somewhere around there. This shop needs a major cleanup. You know that go. Anyway, we're going to replace this, and let's fire her up again. Let's see what we got. We replaced one tube here. So let's go ahead. Let's pack up our tester here. How you doing, Kit Kat? Nice to see you, honey. All right, let's go ahead and clean up a little bit so we don't destroy anything. Let's put our 1960 tube test, 1961 Accurate Instrument Company tube tester, pride of New York, New York. Remember they used to make electronics in New York City. Lots of them. Okay, put this away. Let's do a little more cleanup here. Let's fire this up again, see if we get any gain. Hopefully we'll get a little bit of gain out of this set. Might help signal detection too. I don't know. That's a separate. But I know all of our tubes are good now.
In case I need it when I'm older.
Oh yeah. Oh, what a difference
myself and I. We concentrated enough to do, and I'm going.
Woo! Man, what a difference. This thing's picking up stuff.
Oh, love, I thank God for that. I guess he always knew I was on my way to you.
This thing's got plenty of games now.
I gotta be love 103. To win your heart, for I haven't got a clue.
Yeah, you ain't got a clue.
She's an experienced, bankable icon being rediscovered.
She could be Mattel's biggest asset. Barbie making a comeback at age 60 after falling out of favor with kids over the past few years. Technology-based games, phones, and laptops took the lead over traditional toys and games.
Oh man, how nice did that turn out, huh?
Worldwide sales topped $1 billion with a B last year, helping boost Mattel's year-end earnings. Hot Wheels sizzled
Barbie, I told you I'm the latest.
For 2018.
I'm the laziest.
Mattel is still climbing out from under losses from other brands, including American Girl and Thomas and Friends. Michelle Franzen, ABC News.
Streaming service Hulu teaming up with Rancho to create 4 new animated series. This is ABC News.
It's time to join the millions of people using Zoom video conferencing. Turn any size conference room,
Harvey, that puts a smile on your face, doesn't it?
Zoom room with flawless
I'm so
HD
lazy.
video,
Hello,
crystal clear audio,
Kim.
and
How are
instant
you?
wireless sharing.
Hello,
It'll even work
Carlos.
with your existing hardware. Start your meetings with a single touch, or use Zoom's new voice command feature. Hey Zoom, start
Man,
meeting.
I cannot
Huddle
believe it.
happy. Visit zoom.us.
Another spin up the doll here. Yeah, we added short on that. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, it does sound good, Linda. I hope you're doing okay, honey. Let's see this here. Let's gotta be very careful handling this unit. This shit will kill you right here.
Resolver el problema.
We check
Pero
my
seguimos
antenna.
escuchando el no por el no y no justificar el por qué ese no. Yo también pediría que corrigieran ese error del 3.35. Nosotros tenemos más de 11 años con el problema salarial. Quizá a lo mejor esta administración no es la culpable, ¿no? Pero es la que tiene que resolver el problema.
Durante Silva se comprometió a presentar a sus agremiados.
That just sounds brilliant. That's what the AFC on. Coming in multiplex stereo.
Remember to give us.
You might be wondering what's going to happen next Monday on Froggy. Well, that is a great question. I'm hearing rumors that after they leave Froggy for the final time this Friday at 9 a.m.,
and all sorts of
It's
events.
really got good sensitivity.
And other types of events too. You can get the full schedule from our website, smooth937.com.
Man, that's really nice.
I believe the children are future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty. Verán, cada pasado y se verán. El equipo siempre listo para chambear. Seven, fall back down.
Can I turn to? Tell me something I can hold on to. I know the things I'm like the other people. But if you make it right, make it break down. And is it over now? Do you? Invierno, primavera.
Hey, Jody. Hey, to look at this, the meter's working now too. Look at that. Unbelievable. Finally, the meter's working. I don't know if I can prop this up so you guys can see that. That's significant. Boy, I'll tell you, sometimes things just break your way when you're doing restoration work. I don't know how if that'll be able to focus or not, but that meter's actually working now. Spin back down again.
Y de 20% en aumento es algo de 20% en retabulación, o sea, de si nosotros tenemos 40%.
Pretty clean. Yeah, 3 years got some good. I breathed some old life into the old one. Thank you.
Oh, I'm sure.
Show me that you love, and when I'm feeling blue without you.
It's gone, and I found out too little too late. I was happy, you love me too.
This thing is picking up stations like crazy. Thank you, Harvey, the laziest restorer on planet Earth.
Everything I need is written all over your face. I will the same mistakes that you did.
Have given information to the National Enquirer for 7 years prior to this story.
I cannot
It was a
believe
source that was well known to both Mr. Bezos and Ms. Sanchez. Was it Michael Sanchez? I can't.
Right now, a sex worker can be arrested for prostitution or carrying condoms no matter the circumstances.
Sex workers
dangerous. Whether in the street. So it became clear that catching the rapist was. Man, that is just, as Harvey would say, that's brilliant. I'll tell you, that's picking up station. Jody, once again, the laziest restorer on YouTube. Who was it? Who wrote that? Who wrote the book? I Hate to Cook book. Who was the one that wrote the book? I Hate to Cook book. Do you remember that? Who in the hell was that? One of the ladies will know that. Yeah, that evidence won't hold up. One of these ladies will know. Linda, come on. Who wrote the I Hate to Cook book? Who wrote that? I Hate to Cook book. Trying to remember who wrote that. It went on to become really, really famous. Who wrote that? Come on. I Hate to Cook book. Yeah, I can't remember the author. Let me look it up. She was pretty famous. I Hate to Cook book. Peg Bracken was her name. The I Hate to Cook book. Recipes and relief for the reluctant cook and the harried house person. 50th anniversary. This was 1960. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. She was like an early Irma Bombeck. I don't know if any of y'all remember Irma. Yeah, I don't know if any of y'all remember Irma Bombeck. The grass is always greener. The grass is always greener over the septic tank. Well, why don't we see if we can clean up the front a little bit without. I don't know how lazy I can be doing this. I might be able to just pull this off. I don't know. It'd be like a nightmare here, you know. Trying to get these set screws up. I don't really know what holds that on. I just like simple. I don't know if that holds that on there. I should do a little internal cleaning there. I don't know. But I know I've got to. You see my little screwdriver set here. Let's see if I got that. I'm really psyched that thing's working, huh? Yeah, I want to, Harvey, I want to kind of take off the faceplate here, but I don't want to get in a shitload of trouble, you know? Trying to determine what's really holding that on. And I think if I just remove, if I can get my little screwdriver set, there's little set screws in there. I can remove them. Let's see if I can do that. Got to use the right size, or you could strip that son of a bitch right off of there. Pardon my language, ladies. Yeah, that fucking thing is like cement on there. Pardon my language. Let me go ahead and get, let me see if a bigger one. Here we go, Harvey, right down the rat hole. How many times have you done this in your life? You know, I'll just clean it up a little bit. The next thing you know, the thing is like, all right, we're going to have to put some vice grips on this to get a little bit of turning power. Let's see if we can get this notched down a little bit. All right, here we go. Okay, let's see if we can just use this. Oh, that worked beautifully. You ever do that, Harvey? Just set up a pair of vice grips just on a screwdriver like that. In case you ever have to break a tough. Do the one down here too. Sometimes you get a real tough one to break. You know. Maybe that didn't break. I don't know. I thought that broke. It just doesn't come off the nail with it. It's too damn much. Well, it's just going to have to stay the way it is. That thing is like so glued on with sweat and everything else over the years on that. I ain't going to muck with it. Just give it a good basic cleanup here. I think I can take that glass out there. Yeah, just call me lazy. Yeah, I don't want to strip this. That's why I don't want to do anything else. I could try a little bit of bigger screwdriver, but I'm not getting a hell of a lot of leverage on that. Let me use a bigger one here. All right. Well, let's just scream uncle here. You got a little screwdriver. I got one more I can try over here. Yeah, I think I'd probably leave it, but you know me, Harvey. I'll just take us right down the. I'll take us right down the hole of destruction. Here's something a little bigger here. That's too big. That's too big. This might be okay. You know, these set screws, they just get all. Well, that one just came right off. That one came off that end. Maybe I did a little better than I thought. You did it well. That's because you do stuff the right way. Let's try this again. No, that sucker ain't coming off. All right, let's see. Harvey's making me embarrassed here. This little WD-40 fire in the hole. I want it. Tell me why. Might be able to do enough to work that out. I don't know. That thing is really filthy behind there. All right, I'll try a bigger one again. I want it back. Tell me why. I want it back. Oh, yeah, you hate to. I hate to damage old gear too. But in for a, you know, Harvey, in for a dime, in for a dollar, my man. So, I mean, it's always the little bullshit that gets you. The electronics, no problem. That thing ain't going anywhere. Oh well. Let's put her back together. We have to admit defeat on that. I don't plan on destroying it, so we're drilling it out. We'll just clean it up. I wanted that. Tell me why. Probably saved me from myself here. Let's go ahead and clean that front up a little bit. Probably saved me from myself, huh? Yep. All right. That'll clean up pretty good. That'll clean up nice. We'll put the cage back on it. Like I said to Jody, I don't change that. You know, these people get in here and they just can't wait to charge stuff out, and then they end up destroying it. For me, there's some beauty and originality here. I like sets that nobody's fiddled with. I want it. Okay, that looks pretty good. That looks cleaner. Windex, woo! That's it. Get some of that filth and grubbiness off of that front. Here we go. Clean this knob a little bit. All right. Cleaner. It's not perfect, but you know, nobody who does restoration work is going to spend a lot of time on a Lafayette unit, right? I know, Jody. Jody's like, really? What I did is just allow them to reform. I had a bad tube. A 6B-A6 was bad. I replaced that. We have tremendous gain in the set now, which is all I really care about. Let's see, this top is in fairly decent shape. It's an enamel top. The underside of this, you would scream, Jody, if you saw the underside of this unit with all the old paper caps and stuff. And they're performing flawlessly. Let's try caging her up here. Rosie, you're just so lazy these days. Yes, I am. If I don't have to put my soldering iron on, I'm happy as hell. I want it that way. Tell me why. Do, 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 do. Yeah, small tapping. That would be a good thing to have. And a nice assortment of set screws, too. That would be brilliant, too. Harvey, I was watching this guy, these people that do this train hopping. They really look cool. Really look like a lot of fun to go up there and jump a freight train and just take off. I think I might do that. Just go hop on a freight train and try doing that. That'd be some fun ass content. Imagine that. Yard girl Rosie, the old 60-year-old bat on the train going down. You see the yard bull like, what the hell? He's like, Grandma, did you get lost down here? The hell are you doing? I was kidnapped. Could you imagine that, Harvey? Jody? I was kidnapped. I don't know how I got on this train. Yeah, stove dough. You imagine that? How you doing, Alpha Wolf? Yes, my father was an electronics genius. Yes, he was. Not much rubbed off on me, but just a little, just enough. Pops was an electronic, could fix anything in the neighborhood. All right, we're gonna do a finale here down the doll. Okay, let's clean up a little bit. That doesn't look too bad, does it? Thanks. That actually turned out pretty good without destroying the unit, you know? Oh man, I admire anybody transformer, the patience to do that. Output transformers. Woo! I once had a thought that I would like to wind my own speaker output transformers, but I think I'll leave that to the next guy to do that stuff. Yeah, I don't know what is this bloke from the UK that rode 5,000 kilometers across Canada. He was called Brave Dave's Big Train Hopping Adventure or something like that. He went once and then he came back to Canada and they barred him from coming in the country because Canadian Pacific dropped a warrant on him in Winnipeg. That's the downside of broadcasting on YouTube. The Canadians will mess you right up, man. This guy came back, he thought, I'm going to do it all over again. And the immigration's laughing at him. Hey, man, you just wasted your flight from the UK. You can't do that to me. I'm a YouTube celebrity. Oh, yeah, watch us. Pretty damn funny. Well, we've got a completed tuner project, much easier than I ever thought it'd be. You got to take a look. Jumped on cabooses. Oh, that's cool. I'd like to just ride one from wherever it goes, just from place to place till I finally get caught. What are they going to say? Throw grandma from the train? The fuck? Let me get this right. You say you're 60 years old and you're doing this shit? Really? Don't you have a baby to nurse or something? All right, here we go. Here we go. Woo! Yeah, check it out. It's called, yeah, I'm a YouTube celebrity, don't you know? It's called Brave Dave's something. Train Hopping Adventure. All right. I'll give you guys a look at the finished product here. Quite handsome. I like the I do like the gold enamel finish. It's lasted quite well. I'm going to be back in the gym. My doctor told me to wait another week. I'm going to be back next week. Plus, all the shit came down with Jen. All right. Let's go ahead and put some fire in the hole. Let's see, we got to plug in this baby in. Do, 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 do. That looks pretty handsome, huh?
Los días, ¿no? En que dejan quemar everyone is.
Boy, this thing is really nice and sensitive. Remember, this is only FM. This is in regular FM mode. Stereo and then filter. I will tell you, I originally thought that this light would go on like to indicate that there was stations, but this stays on constantly when you're in stereo mode. Hobo shoestring, that's cool. So I'm gonna do some train hopping, I think. That looks cool. All right, so here we go.
Juniors really shine.
Listen how clean it
with
is.
Radically different ideas for testing these propositions.
And then sometimes you learn that the only way to test a proposition is to do it with a lot of sweat and hard labor and maybe write out those 40,000 words.
Yeah, so we looked at machines for writing
What do you think,
signatures
Jody?
for politicians. And
Jody's like, don't talk to me, Rosie, till
but
you
they
clean
don't
out those,
exist
change out
to
those
do
caps.
what we needed, which was just to write thousands and thousands and thousands of words.
De la sociedad civil. El 1 de febrero, a pregunta expresa de CIMAX Noticias sobre la ausencia de datos de feminicidios y homicidios de mujeres en la información.
I'm ready for my close-up. Mr. Deneu.
That's what somebody told me. I was
There's
like
something new and unique
Norma
somewhere close to you.
Desmond in
So,
Sunset
if you'd like to stay
Boulevard.
informed and keep in touch with the people, events, and music that make
I'll tell you, the
KBNC
trolls
such a
are funny as
significant part
fuck
of your life,
sometimes.
sign up for eNotes. Our weekly newsletter covers everything.
Thank you, Tim.
What a nice version of it. That is singer-songwriter Jeffrey Foucault, F-O-U-C-A-U-L-T, Jeffrey Foucault, from an album called Shoot the Moon, Right Between the Eyes. Came out in 2008, and it's a collection of
I know. Jody. I got to stop a minute, Jody. That's funny as hell. Mr. Carlson would freak out. You know, the laziest restoration course person. That's funny as hell.
You converted by an Alabama song on the radio. It feels so wrong. Did you walk out with a little green-eyed girl?
Yeah, we all do.
I do better with orange drinking myself. Wine tasting, world famous citrus exhibits, the parade, and a whole bunch more. Danny Wright's got your tickets to win. In fact, he's got a family 4-pack of tickets to pass on to you. We've got details for you online at 977.
Man, it just sounds so
Family's gonna cash in some chips. So
I do check out Glass Singer. Glass Singer checks out me.
You're ready to join.
Look at the stations this thing's picking up.
Easy's beautiful. 087 100 587 1087. Short free kit today. Because the Bay Area is on the move. It's time to expect more.
We have some incredible video tonight.
it's a story you'll only see on KPIX5.
X5.
Ask caller John's call about the fact that the brother probably knows his sister, you know, well, he knows her birth date, he knows maybe
Yeah, that would be a
mother's
low to
maiden name.
midline
I don't know. Maybe she's not very good at password. Anyway, he says that Gavin Becker interviewed Michael.
But the funny thing is, Jody, it has a very poor reputation. But I have to say, just replacing that one RF gain, IF RF gain tube, just boosted that power throughput. Didn't have to mess around with anything else. You know me, I'm a minimalist when it comes to restoration work. Much to the horror of Mr. Carlson, much to the horror of everybody else in the community, but I march to the beat of my own drum, and I've never really had equipment destroyed. I even took time to reform these caps on this H.H. Scott 232B that went rogue on me that day and exploded. Just developed a latent internal short. Boom. So I'm waiting, still waiting. It's been a month for parts. I'm not going to just dribble in. I want everything in at one time. Some of this stuff is back ordered there. So, but that's a brilliant little unit. Yeah, Ron is good. Ron is good. I agree. But there it is, the Lafayette model LT81. Going to just light that up for a minute just to get a picture of that. See what that looks like. Very nice little unit there. Very nice little unit. Just a good mid-power unit. Put a little more light on that and take a picture, get a thumbnail shot of that. Hey, Carl, how are you? Lazy Rosie in the shop again, Carl. No caps, just a bad 6B. What the hell was it? 6B-A6 tube went bad. Carl's used to my laziness in here. I'll give you a look down the. Oh, don't worry, I'll take you down the dial, Carl. Nice to see you, my friend. And thank you to your. Jen was especially touched with your kindness. Get a nice picture there. Don't run that down the aisle. You know, Carl, how lazy I am. I hate to change anything out. They say build it for quality, baby. Yeah, Ron, I think Mr. Carlson is generally horrified by my, I know people go over there and drop my name. Oh, this doesn't do anything. Oh. Yeah, I know. Hit the panic button, baby. All right, let's do a walk up again. A nice thumbnail picture for today. Use that for tonight. I'm not fooled by his dress. It's a sister like me. I don't think he's going to do any bikini space girl from Planet Triple X. All right, here we go for Carl. Oh, wow. Okay, thank you. That's going to be great, Jody. I look forward to that. Motorola is always my favorite. Okay, so there we go. Carl, if you're here. Run that up. Oh, I disconnected my damn output. Shit. Don't forget, guys, I will be out this afternoon on a walk today. Turn this off for a minute. You're doing a hood walk, weather permitting. Should be a lot of fun. I haven't done them going crazy at home here. I got a 60-foot cord here. Okay, here we go. Fire in the hole. Let's see again. I know. He's come over before. I think it'll be about 2 hours from now, Harvey. Now, first is the FM setting, and then you have FM stereo, which kicks the red light on. And then you have FM filter. Okay. So we'll turn up the volume. We'll go up to $1 here.
Positive, encouraging Kayla for King and Country, God only knows.
And yeah, well, I was.
I am extremely concerned, not
Nice
just
and
with
clean.
what we're building, but with how it folds into the floor. And
AFC
Jay was much more interested in the thing we were building. That was often
Que quizás lo
They'll play classical music to test out here. It sounds brilliant. It's going to be about 10 o'clock, maybe. I don't know.
Right through
my life to keep me from going astray.
Resource and cultural asset while providing your business with a
During our 50th anniversary mattress sale, you too can find it on.
Sound good?
One more time now. Said I think I better let go.
Nueva con otro nuevo Nissan 19. Jazzy 99.1, KJZY. Smooth jazz, cool vocals. There's Jane Monheit. What a wonderful voice she has. That song called Love Me or Leave Me. I'm Troy Duran. If you love great arts, there is an exhibit called Go Figure, which is a celebration of interpretations of the human figure. It is figurative work selected by juror Sandy Frank, and it's yours at the Sebastopol Center for the Arts. If you want details on that, just say our website, kjzy.com. Click on local events. Here's Joyce Cooling with South of Market on Jazzy.
Yeah, I don't think Juice is going to be there anymore.
Release your inhibition. Feel the rain on your skin.
Sound amazing.
Este carro y su terapista.
It is a nice looking unit. Nice looking little unit there. Nice looking little unit. Not going to do any harm. But Jody Dern, 11 tubes to be a stereo tuner. Woo! 11 tubes. Can you imagine that? 11 tubes. We had a bad 6B86 has been replaced. We had plenty of gain. Initially, we were very weak. We had no gain whatsoever in that. Harvey's yelling, change those caps out. Change those caps. I'm like, Harvey, I never change anything out. Let's change that tube out first. Woo! And that was all that you took, and a little bit of cleanup. Now, if I was going to really have this as a primary tuner, of course, I would open up the underside, take some of the paper caps out of there, and rework them. Sensitivity is pretty good. Carl, I'm always appalling, Carl. Can we weak output trans? Well, this is, yes, they can. Yes, they can. An output leg on the, it sure can on a transistor. Yep. Absolutely. So, yeah, this is, you know, but it's a lot of tubes, 11 tubes to get stereo, and it's got the multiplexer. I just don't want to go in there. You guys would be horrified by the underside of this. This was, you know, Japan started to get into the U.S. market in the late 1950s, and most of the early stuff was junk. By the time this unit came in 1965, they'd already learned a lot of their lessons on these things. I'll read you a little bit as we close it out here about the Lafayette and what they generally say. That's kind of interesting. Said the 1960s, let's see, along with Radio Shack, Lafayette Radio Electronics, LRE, started out in the 1920s as a mail-order catalog store. They made electronic components available to hobbyists and ham radio operators in rural locations where parts would have been unavailable. Hello, Happy Meal. Over the next 30 years, parts stores grew in number. And the movement got a big boost at the end of World War II. Tons of surplus components were sold, giving rise to grab bags and all that. So many of these stores had become Lafayette Radio Associate stores. Then they jumped into their own market in the 1960s with their own Lafayette radio equipment. They had a two-pronged marketing strategy. They stocked a limited number of components and electronics, but could quickly get anything in the massive 400-page Lafayette catalog. Within its pages were musical instruments, kits, cameras, parts, tubes. An order placed at the store would arrive in just a couple of days. I remember the Lafayette and the Allied Electronics thing. To arrive at most of Lafayette's hi-fi consumer and shortwave gear was made in Japan. Even the few items that were made in the U.S. had Japanese components. Lafayette and Radio Shack were always the principal arch rivals, but Lafayette was always a distant second. The beginning of the end for Lafayette came in 1963 when the FCC expanded Citizens Band Radio from 23 to 40 channels. They were, of course, a big player, and had made a commitment to purchase thousands of 23-channel transceivers right before the FCC came out with that announcement that it's going to be 40 channels. They took a bath selling those units for less than $40 a piece. They lost millions with that. So, you know, it's kind of an interesting thing, yeah. The Japanese imports said the market for quality equipment was dominated by American and German companies by the mid-70s. Sony's and Panasonic were names to watch, but it didn't happen overnight. The earliest imports were laughable examples of shoddy workmanship. So this particular is LT81. It's typical of many mid-60s Japanese electronics. Not quite the same quality as mid-70s gear, but a definite step up. From the marginal late 50s, 60s. Shows the influence of European electronics manufacturing. All the hardware's metric tube designations are stamped in European and American designations. All hardware and IF tweaks are sealed with white enamel, copied from the Germans. Several blue ink OK stamps inside the chassis indicated received the blessings of various quality control inspectors. Has 11 tubes. Pretty interesting. It says this guy's LT81 works well, but not very well. But most of the people don't add a lot of parts when they get these units. So very interesting. There it is, guys. That's about it. All I'm going to do, yeah, this is what took them down. They were big. You can still see Lafayette CB sets, 23 channel, on the market, Carl. And then overnight, the FCC took it to 40, and they were stuck with millions of dollars of write-downs. It just gutted the company. They probably would still be around through the 1980s at least, like Radio Shack, if that had not brought them down. Well, you learn a little bit of, yeah, it was Long Island Tandy bought them. Okay, so that's cool. Gay Frogs has got that. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it. I want to thank everybody for being along. A very simple, easy, just one tube change. It always pays if you're going to do restoration work to have your own tube tester, okay? Go get a good one. This one saved me a lot. If I'd just gone out there and changing out caps and stuff, it would have been okay, but the real problem was a booster in the IF just wasn't getting enough throughput through them there. So thank you all. Thank you, Harvey, for being around. Much appreciated, everybody. Your thumbs up are appreciated. If you haven't done so, you take a minute to do that. That would be great. I will see you this afternoon. Hopefully the rain will hold off, and we'll see you out in the hood. Thank you, Joners. Nice to see you. Bye, Diamonds. Love you.